Dr. Pearl is going to play for us something from his own personal favorite pianist, Bill Evans, a man who struggled mightily with depression, drug abuse, ideas of suicide, and this life. I think that all of us have experienced over this recent time a masterclass in impermanence, which is something we actually didn't particularly want to take. Certainly a course we didn't sign up for, and if we could just find out where to drop it before the deadline, I think we would. Dakini in Vajrayana Buddhist cosmography are female spirits that protect, sometimes guide, sometimes instruct. This poem by Jennifer Willwood is called The Dakini Speaks. My friends, let's grow up. Let's stop pretending we don't know the deal here. Or if we truly haven't noticed, let's wake up and notice. Look, everything that can be lost will be lost. It's simple. How could we have missed it for so long? Let's grieve our losses fully, like ripe human beings, but please, let's not be so shocked by them. Let's not act so betrayed, as though life had broken her secret promise to us. Impermanence is life's only promise to us, and she keeps it with ruthless impeccability. To a child she seems cruel, but she is only wild, and her compassion exquisitely precise. Brilliantly penetrating, luminous with truth, she strips away the unreal to show us the real. This is the true ride. Let's give ourselves up to it. Let's stop making deals for a safe passage. There isn't one anyway, and the cost is too high. We are not children anymore. The true human adult gives everything for what cannot be lost. Let's dance the wild dance of no hope.
Welcome back. This is my segment of the course that's devoted to my favorite piano player, Bill Evans. Many of you probably are familiar with Evans. He was from a Southern family. His own brother was a professor of music. And Bill Evans was considered a great genius of American music. He was classically trained. He, though, is also responsible for really the jazz trio. The whole piano-based drum sound really was made superb by Evans. Evans was an admirer of classical music. He had the ability to move classical pieces into his compositions. Probably his signature composition, and one of my favorites, is called Waltz for Debby, written for his niece, Debby. And so Waltz for Debby was based on the same chord movement that Chopin used in various compositions. And other than that, it's kind of hard to trace it if you go through Evans' history and various sources of information on Evans, which I've done. It's hard for me to exactly locate where he lifted Chopin's works, but I went through my Chopin anthology and played a bunch of Chopin. I spent a summer in my life just studying Chopin, which is another story. But I found the same chord progression in Chopin's Etude in C minor. So I decided that Evans must have taken this as closely as I could figure out from Chopin's Etude in C minor, and it became the great Waltz for Debby. Bill Evans struggled with depression, with drug abuse, but it was said that who could he talk to? Because someone who played at that level of genius, it would probably be difficult. His brother died of suicide. Depression must have run in the family, and soon after, Evans himself died, which people have attributed either to suicide or drug abuse or a combination thereof. But I'd like to go ahead and play what I think is the signature composition from my own favorite piano player, who I mentioned played with Miles Davis. He was an example of integration at the highest levels of jazz. Bill Evans was a Caucasian guy, and he was at a time the only white player you'd see in African American groups and clubs. I myself have had the experience of being the only white guy in a band and in a club. I just admire Evans at so many levels, his musicality and his brilliance, and I'd like to go ahead and play Waltz for Debby by Bill Evans. Thank you.